This weekend we competed in the Screen Actors Guild 48-hour film competition.
You pretty much just make a film in 48 hours.
And that entailed doing everything, including shooting and editing and mixing.
The topic for our project was a thriller.
We went down to Troy and shot it in a realtor's building.
We met up with all the cast, all the crew, and we read through the script.
It was really interesting to see how a movie was actually made.
It's one thing to sit around all day and have the opportunity to make the film the way you want it to be made and have second chances. 48-hour film challenge, you get like one day to make it happen, so that's what's cool about it.
The first shot took place in an office room, and it took a while to set up.
It got pretty cramped just because there was so much people and so much gear at the same time.
The hard drive on his camera was making this real loud, whirring, buzzing noise that we had to put a blanket over for every shot, otherwise we were picking it up in the mics.
Me, Dan, and Adam all took turns slating, which is when you take the little clapperboard and you sync up the audio and the video with sticks hitting each other. Learning how to hold a boom pole was some pretty good experience. It seems like it would be easy, but it was pretty hard.
You want to aim there. Don't aim for the mouth, aim for the center of the chest. It's called lobing.
The boom pole, especially when we extended it out really far, was pretty heavy, and it was difficult to hold it for long periods of time.
Okay, now on professional sets when you're working with real actors, this is frowned upon. So you don't want to do this.
A lot of the time when we were working the boom, we would have to squeeze into really tight places so we can get the best possible mic placement without getting into the shot.
It was hard to get the boom in the correct position, and even if you did, the lights cast a boom shadow on the wall which could be seen.
By the end of the day, I think we all really got the hang of it.
So after the first scene was finished, we moved on and went into a kitchen for a second scene.
The refrigerator was making a lot of noise, so we had to unplug that.
The next location we went to was a stairwell for the one security guard. He was running through it kind of on his walkie-talkie.
Charlie, someone's killed the president.
The only place I could stand where I wouldn't be in the shot was down on the first floor, and I had to extend the boom pole all the way up and point it at the second floor where Theo was coming down on the stairs.
Company move!
What we're doing now is a company move. That's when we take all of the whole production, move it to a new location, and shoot more.
As the day dragged on, got into the night, we were getting really tired, really bogged down. Ended up finishing at about like 1:30 a.m.
So the last scene we shot was just Theo coming out of the hallway and running by the camera, and everyone was really anxious for this to be done because that was the final shot of the day and we would be able to go home after that.
This is the martini shot. Oh, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I be the one that gets to say it? That's a wrap! Hey! Long day, kids. Well, how long have we been on set? So, what is that? Carry the one. 15 hours. Let's just make sure the stuff is all packed up. Good night.
We went home and got a few hours of sleep, then came in here at the chop shop at about 8 a.m.
Doing a 48-hour film challenge, you've got 48 hours to have a concept of a movie, from writing it to posting it. Crazy insane to do anything in 48 hours, especially shooting a full movie in one day.
What do we call that? That was one of the last ones.
Well, is he dead?
By the end of the day, we were running out of time, so Rick had to work his magic and create some sound effects on the spot. Rick showed us how to use sound effects intended for one thing to be used for something else, especially since we were squeezed for time, so we kind of had to improvise. We used playing card flips for like the flipping of a name tag.
We were getting pretty close to the end, and Rick was really just throwing stuff together, and he was showing us how to quickly and creatively use sound effects in the film.
What time is it? Let's push through it.
We had to get the piece turned in by 7. Gets to about 5:30. We finally start wrapping everything up. Andre, the director, actually, he fell asleep for a good portion of the last hour or so of the editing.
Alright, render it out, let's go.
We really worked down to the last minute on this piece.
These past 48 hours have been extremely hectic and tiring, so I personally am really looking forward to sleeping.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun working with all the other guys and just seeing how everything fit together to make a perfect final product.
Get this
what I was gonna do is
Now you look like a real man.